This week, I want to talk about the differences between Weebly versus WordPress and how they manifest in your SEO. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm the founder of Rose Place Marketing. I want to begin this episode with a little story about my experiences as a small business owner trying to create an affordable website all on my own. I am a marketer, not a web developer. My expertise lies in directing customers to your website, helping you get found by the right people at the right time. However, I do know best practices about websites that make my job a lot easier. And they boil down to these main four. Have an SSL certificate. This controls the HTTPS secure designation, or the little green lock that shows in the web address bar. Have a fast website. Exactly how fast is dependent on your site, your business, and your customers' needs. Have a mobile optimized website. This is critical, as mobile search is where most customers first encounter businesses and products, even if it might not be where they convert. Have the ability to regularly and consistently publish new, relevant, and quality content on your site. When it came time to expand my freelance marketing business by creating a business website, I did the research. I tested multiple website builders, as well as looked into WordPress. At the end of my research, it came down between Weebly versus WordPress, and I chose Weebly. In hindsight, I should have never chosen Weebly. Knowing what I know now, I would never recommend Weebly to a friend, a family member, or a customer. In fact, if you want people to be able to find your business in organic searches, I wouldn't recommend any website builder. However, at the time, I had a lot of good reasons for choosing Weebly, same as you might. I had experience using Weebly. They had excellent customer service. I could get a domain name and an SSL certificate from them. Their drag and drop builder was very intuitive. They had attractive themes that I could easily alter. I could create a professional looking website quickly instead of spending all of my free time trying to craft something that would look like crap. It seemed like all of my costs would be upfront and I wouldn't need to purchase and then optimize 1,000 plugins. I didn't need to learn a lick of code or technical web development skills to create a website. What my reasons amounted to were that Weebly had known and upfront costs and seemed very easy to use. These are all excellent, sound business reasons to go with Weebly. However, all of these reasons entirely miss the point of having a website at all. Namely, enabling people to find your business. I knew Weebly had some search optimization limitations, but I thought I could overcome them with the expertise and knowledge that I had. A long, frustrating story short, I could not. I tried to overcome the problem with plugins, same as you would in WordPress. It turns out Weebly has a tragically small number of what amounts to totally useless SEO plugins. They have one decent plugin, MarketGoo, which isn't limited to Weebly use. However, because of Weebly's limitations, I could not fix most of the problems that they flagged. There is a reason why WordPress sites power 30.2% of websites and account for 60.3% of websites using content management systems, which I'll get into that distinction a little bit more later. However, when you look at using the WordPress CMS software, it's about as opposite as you can get to Weebly. There was no obvious and easy drag and drop builder built into the price. Their themes are difficult to alter. The learning curve is high, meaning it will take a lot of time, energy, and knowledge to create a professional looking website. You have to optimize 20 plugins to make your website function properly. There were hidden costs abound. Install a plugin for a drag and drop builder, but pay more money. Install an app that integrates forms, but pay more money. Want a site that will actually load in a reasonable amount of time? Pay more money. And of course, you must acquire web development knowledge and skills. In the Weebly versus WordPress competition, in spite of all of the difficulty listed above, I should have picked the WordPress CMS. Other website builders and content management systems can't compete with the power, flexibility, and usefulness of WordPress, especially when you're optimizing with the Yoast SEO plugin, which has a robust free service. Once I realized this, I put in a lot of time transitioning my live business website from Weebly to WordPress. When I contemplated, how did I fall into this trap? How did I let myself make such an expensive, lousy decision when I should have known better? I realized a lot of it came down to what seems like intentional misinformation on the part of the builder sites, web developers, and informational blogs on the topic. I had a misunderstanding about how these website builders market themselves. They specifically don't make a distinction between hosting, domain registration, and the building software, or sometimes CMS software. If they don't articulate what you are paying for, you can't enter the transaction making an informed decision, leading you to spend more money on services you don't need to pay for, or way too much for a service that is otherwise competitively priced in the market. This not only profits website builders, but web developers as well. If you think the best websites are only the ones that have the WordPress CMS, and it is widely known that those sites are difficult to build, then you'll pay a lot of money to have someone take that off your hands, and even have them make the decisions on hosting and domain registration, which is where a lot of the price gouging occurs. Now, I've thrown around a lot of words: website builders, content management systems, hosting, and domain registrations. Let me clear up these terms for you and what role they play for your business website. Website builders primarily consist of all-inclusive platforms that allow a user to build a website without any knowledge or understanding of coding. A short list of examples includes Weebly, Wix, Squarespace, Duda, Symboly, etc. Content management systems are designed to manage the creation and publishing of content in any form, such as a web page, blog post, or category page, etc. Think of a website that is entirely a blog. They are very likely using a CMS. The best examples of CMSs are the WordPress CMS and their biggest competitor, Joomla. A CMS is a website structure that enables easy content management, while website builders make websites look pretty. That's why CMSs are great for managing your site and helping you get found in searches, but horrible for the actual website creation. This is why WordPress relies on plugins to help ease that pain a little. Website builders are mostly concerned with how a website looks and making it easy to create a beautiful website. Builders are not as concerned with how to manage your content, which consequently is why those sites struggle in organic searches. You can build a website without using a website builder like Weebly. However, you can't have a site without hosting. Website builders are exclusive proprietary tools developed by website companies. When you purchase a payment plan from a website builder, you are mostly paying for the web hosting of your site. This is why in pricing plans of nearly all website builders, they talk about storage capacity. But then, what is web hosting? It's what makes a website a website. Web hosting companies provide you space on a server that allows people to access your website on the World Wide Web. It lets you put your business on the internet. There are a lot of details about web hosting and what you should consider when researching the right company and hosting service package for your business. This video barely scratches the surface of everything here, which is why it's so easy for hosting companies, website builders, and web developers to take advantage. Website builders package the functionality of their website designer with their web hosting, and it hyperinflates the cost. Most basic websites for beginning businesses start between $12 to $18 per month when paid up front, or $144 to $168 per year, which is ridiculous when you look at better, cheaper alternatives with web hosting companies proper. Not to add to the confusion, but WordPress.com has their own hosting service. I honestly think this is what confused me the most. There's WordPress, the CMS software, and then WordPress, the hosting site. Their CMS software is free. Their hosting is not. As for actually reasonably priced hosting, there are a slew of good companies from which to choose. My personal favorite, Namecheap, has multiple hosting plans starting at $9.88 per year, with their renewal price being $38.88 per year. They have a lot of packages, and of course, you can scale up to something costly but also very powerful. Most of their packages are at yearly pricing under the cost of the website builders, and you're getting an infinitely better hosting service with more space, speed, and excellent customer service. GoDaddy, which is a popular hosting company, begins their packages at $2.99 per month, with a renewal price of $7.99 per month. If you want a WordPress recommended hosting site, you can go with Bluehost, which is priced similarly to GoDaddy. Honestly, there's no reason why most small businesses should be spending more than $100 a year on decent hosting. There are some great deals out there if you take the time to research and look. The other points of confusion is that in nearly all the other website builder pricing plans that I've reviewed, they offer 1 year of free domain name registration. This is a hidden fee, since you'll get it for free the first year, but then the next year they will hit you with a domain registration fee that will be much higher than if you were to purchase it directly from an ICANN accredited registrar. Most domain names are available between 99 cents and $10 per year. Website builders charge about $20 per year. Domain names are the names we give our websites that have the .coms and .nets at the end. RosePlaceMarketing.com is the domain name of my business website. There's a lot more to it than what I summarized here, like everything else in this article. The best way to think about domain names is like TV commercial phone numbers. For example, the Stanley Steamer carpet commercial uses 1-800-STEAMER instead of 1-800-783-3637. 1-800-STEAMER is much easier to remember and a lot easier to get stuck in your head. The domain name itself represents your unique IP address, basically where you live on the internet. Instead of going around needing to remember Best Buy's IP address whenever we want to peruse their site, we just go to bestbuy.com. Because the name is standing in for an IP address, it has to be registered every year, which means you have to pay a fee every year to say, hey, this IP address should still point to me. You aren't paying for the name itself, but rather the service of routing the domain name to a server. I can't speak as much to Wix or Squarespace or any of the other website builders and their SEO limitations, as I didn't spend money on them. But I do know there's a reason why WordPress dominates the blogging side of the internet. A lot of good SEO comes down to using proper SEO tools, and Weebly simply isn't equipped to help. Not convinced? Let me show you. This is what the SEO optimization of a WordPress CMS site looks like when using the Yoast plugin. It's pretty extensive. It helps me optimize per page and post, both with the keywords and actual on-page content by improving readability. The plugin scans for a massive list of potential flags. It helps me craft my blog titles, my SERP snippets, and it makes sure that I'm doing everything I can to target the keywords I am most interested in, consistently. I can connect with my Google Search Console for even better data. Used in conjunction with a tool like Moz Pro and Write, it's easy to become an unstoppable SEO force. Now, when we compare to Weebly, you'll see the lack of optimization help. This is what the SEO optimization of Weebly looks like. It's pretty minimal. It doesn't connect with your social media accounts. It doesn't connect to Google Search Console. It doesn't provide details on how to optimize. I am missing essential controls like the ability to optimize category pages and optimize blog pages, a huge problem. The best tool that they have is the MarketGoo app, which I do like, but it still isn't anywhere near as extensive in the on-page optimization. It functions much better as an SEO reporting tool, not an optimization tool. My goal with this video is not to tell you to buy WordPress over Weebly or Wix or whatever other website builder you might want to use. My goal is to make you more informed than I was when I started my business website journey. When shopping for a website, ask yourself these 3 questions when reviewing pricing information. What are you buying? Are you buying an overpriced hosting service and domain name registration? Or are you buying the proprietary website building tool? If you want the proprietary website building tool, then by all means, buy access to it. Just know that the price is mostly for the hosting and the domain name. Also, you better really like the proprietary tool and never want to transfer your site to a different hosting provider. You will not be able to export and import your site to a different provider. What is the purpose of your website? Are you using your site to get customers and to be found? Or is it a hobby website only for your family and friends, like a wedding website or even a personal blog that you don't want anyone to actually find? If it doesn't matter if it never shows up in organic search and you want the other benefits a website builder provides, then go for it. Do you want customers to find you without spending a crap ton on paid advertising? Because with website builders, you're going to have to spend money on advertising to get anyone to find you. In short, their SEO options are simply just not enough. Need help with your online marketing? Roseplace Marketing can help with your online marketing needs, no matter how big or small. Please visit roseplacemarketing.com to schedule a one-on-one consultation today with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.